A call for an uprising. We welcome you to today's show and ask those of you who have not subscribed to please subscribe to our YouTube channel as we continue to expose the satanic Illuminati agenda and the ushering in of the Antichrist. Today's show I want to talk about something that's very concerning. This story did leak months ago, maybe 6 months ago, 7 months ago. It was talked about, but it's coming to, they're talking about it again now. Forbes released an article on it that I came across a week or two ago, and I wanted to just share it because it's absolutely frightening for starters. We already have enough issues going on in this world. Let's just dump more money instead of, saving a third world country where these people can't eat or live or survive, or people in our country who, suffer and struggle and have to work 2 jobs. Let's just dump another, let's say 6 billion, 9 billion into creating another Cern, because that's just what the world needs. As China has announced that they're building a super collider twice the size of Cern's. And in fact, the project will require $6 billion in investment, which the article says is a significant sum in an age where belt tightening from developed nations the world over has resulted in a trend for less government-sponsored investment in scientific endeavors, because they push this nonsense as if, we're going to discover new scientific things. The sheep out there who are just like, we need to keep advancing as people, we need to just keep discovering things. They don't even know what they're doing with this stupid, ridiculous super collider that they've created, which they're attempting to open a black hole. They're attempting to bring over black matter. They're attempting to open up Pandora's box, so to speak. And yes, we already know what's going on in Switzerland with Cern. Now we need another one of these. Now we need another in the world, twice the size. So this shows you really what's going on here. And unfortunately, the people are sound asleep because they push this as some type of, with CERN, they made some discoveries that were life-altering. I don't see any life-altering discoveries. Hasn't changed my life. Has it changed yours? Because they give you some scientific lie, some pseudoscience, and everybody goes, wow, look what we've discovered. I'm looking, I don't see it, but I know what you're really doing and what you're really trying to open up. They talk about the God particle, how they discovered the God particle, right? More stuff to discredit God. And these atheists eat it up. These atheists who are, they're all about, Christians are awful. It's all about everybody's rights. Let's help everyone, love everyone. Meanwhile, $6 billion. Okay, CERN at this stage is at $9 billion in investment and in money. To put them together, that is how much? What's 9 plus 6? $15 billion when you have countries that can't survive. And you're telling me that this nonsense is more important than saving lives. Atheists and these clueless people who continue to believe this nonsense that they push out about, we found the God particle. The collider over in Switzerland has done so much. We are in big trouble with this thing. The article talks about, the enormous machine which was first floated shortly after the Swiss-based Large Hadron Collider proved the existence of the Higgs boson particle, excuse me, I'm saying that word wrong, in 2012, is currently in the planning stages with construction expected to start in 2021. If we make it that long to 2021, the Middle Kingdom's planned underground super collider facility, which has been dubbed the Higgs Factory, hopes to be capable of producing millions of Higgs boson particles, far more than CERN's current output. So this is what's going on here. I mean, we are in big trouble if this thing gets put out, and everybody's going along with it because they say, CERN has brought us so much. It's brought nothing. Watch the commercial for CERN and wake up if you can't see what they're doing as they perform these satanic rituals in their own commercial, as they show bringing over the dark forces from the other side onto this side. I mean, give me a break. And people support this. $15 billion for this nonsense. They can't realize what they're trying to do, which is bring over black matter, which is to bring over, to open the veil and bring over the demonic presences, the demonic entities, the deities, the fallen angels on the other side. That's what they're trying to do. They go on to say that this is a machine for the world and by the world, not a Chinese one. Yeah, this is for everybody. Hey, everybody, this is for all of you. All these demons, all this antimatter, this black matter we're going to pull over. It's for you. It's to benefit you. Oh, yeah, when you're getting attacked by demons, don't worry about it. It's for your benefit. I cannot believe that people are okay with this. Sometimes it amazes me what they get away with when everybody sees, these struggling third world countries, and everybody sees struggling families, even in America, wherever. People struggle, and the money and the situation, and the debt in America, all the national debt that goes on, what went on over in Greece or what's going on over in Greece, all of this stuff. And nobody says, couldn't we spend the $15 billion a little bit more wisely? Shouldn't we maybe, do something to help our fellow man? No. See, they only push the love movement, believe in love and help one another when they're talking about transgenders dumping in whatever bathroom they want. But when they're talking about helping each other money-wise and supporting people who need money, they just look at each other and go, oh, no, they need to work for it. They need to earn it. When people are born in bad situations or born in third world countries or don't have the privilege like these elitists have to be handed these $500,000 to $1 million jobs a year, right? And they brainwash people who are, mid-level or maybe making six figures, barely making six figures, and they say, well, you earned it, you deserved it. And look down on other people because you got what you deserve. They get what they deserve. So people don't want to help other people in third world countries because they say, well, they can go out and they can earn their keep like I did, right? But when they talk about, what about a transgender taking a dump in whatever bathroom? Oh, he should be allowed to. I believe in love. Oh, right. I mean, that's the insanity of the world we live in, where people are supporting a super collider twice the size of Cern's, as if this is necessary. Can somebody even make the argument that Cern itself is necessary? People who aren't awake, who don't know what they're trying to do, make an argument to me that what Cern has done has been worth $9 billion, and has been worth it. They can't even make the argument. They don't even know what they're doing. They go, well, I'm not a scientist. I just know that they're trying to help the improvement of mankind, because they use big words that I can't understand. So I just nod and say yes because they're obviously smarter than me. That's because that's the whole point. That's this illusion. That's what they've created. They talk in jargon that you can't understand, and they tell you why it's good for you, and then you support it because you want to sound smart too. I can't even imagine the damage that's going to be done having two of these things operating at once. The events that they can create, the earthquakes, all of the stuff that they can do, twice the size. Just imagine 2021, folks. And we know, 2020, Agenda 21, right? We know all the agendas that they've had planned and have planned and are executing and what's going on. And now we get a super collider twice the size, as if it's necessary. Nobody's in an uproar about it. Nobody talks against it. Nobody says, wow, we're in so much debt, billions of dollars of debt. Why don't these people help bail the government out? Oh, of course not. No. Why don't they bail out people who need food or dying of starvation or can barely pay their bills? No. Let them earn their keep. Let's build this giant super collider so that we can destroy the planet. We can destroy Earth, and we can bring over these demonic forces. I mean, do people realize it? How do they not get it? Okay, they even have, Stephen Hawking himself, who is an atheist, okay, come out, who's one of them. He even comes out and says that that Cern itself is beyond dangerous. What they're trying to do is beyond dangerous. And even the atheists refuse to listen to one of their heroes, Stephen Hawking, who's saying they're going to bring over, black matter. This is dangerous. It shouldn't be done. Now they're building one twice the size, so we'll have two operating at the same time. Well, are you kidding me with the nonsense going on here? And people just support it. People continue to support whatever they decide to do. They go along with it. Nobody speaks up, and they don't realize you're sedated with fluoride, you're sedated with chemicals from your chemtrails and in your food, and people just look at us like we're crazy and we're lunatics. They're going to see on Judgment Day exactly how wrong they were. They're going to feel like the biggest idiots that ever lived. And the fact that, of course, Forbes pushes the article, and it's a great thing. Forbes, let's talk about money, and let's talk about being elite. And the people who read it all want to be elitists, don't even realize that you can never get to that level without joining this secret network, this satanic network. And they read it and they go, wow, this is going to be cool. We're going to get some Higgs boson particle. They don't even know what it is or what it means or what they're trying to do, and they just nod and go with it. This is dangerous. This is bad news. So just be aware that China is now building a super collider twice the size. And while they go in the article, they go on to say, well, China hasn't approved it yet. Yeah, they're only raising all of this money. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they're not going to approve it. They're not going to go through with it. They're trying to say, test the waters and make sure nobody goes nuts over it. And nobody is. Everybody says, oh, it sounds really necessary. No idea what it does, but it's definitely worth $15 billion to just keep building these super colliders that have the power to cause, cause gigantic earthquakes, tsunamis, open black holes, you name it. Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. Absolute idiots out there, folks. So be aware that this is going on. Keep your eye on it, because this is a real threat. Cern in general is a real threat, as most of you know. Now having a second one, a second super collider, twice the size. So that's like 3 Cerns, technically, that we'll have on our planet. 3 Cerns on Earth. 3. Imagine the damage that can be done when they want to put the switch on and when this thing's ready to go. And I'm sure it'll be ready before 2021. I'm sure it's probably already done. And they just, they're already creating events with it. It's pretending like it's not there and it's not causing anything. Especially, not a coincidence, some of the earthquakes going on over there. But obviously CERN has the power to do that on its own. But yes, we'll have 3 of them, folks. So be ready for the opening of the black hole. Get ready for bringing over these demonic entities and lifting of the veil, because it is coming and people are clueless to it and supporting of nonsense like this. I hope I made you aware of what's going on. Look more into it for yourself. There's a lot of people out there that have videos and sermons on CERN that are absolutely wonderful and great, and they're very, very, versed in CERN and what they're trying to do. If you want more information on it, I recommend looking deeper into it. Okay, it is about opening the black hole. That's me summing it up. It is about lifting the veil and bringing over what's on the other side. That is the goal of these Satanists and nothing else. But they also can cause these world events with the power that this thing has. They can cause earthquakes, massive ones, bigger ones than we could ever have imagined, that have ever been recorded in human history. So this is all stuff that's to come. This is how they get away with it, because they don't come to your door with a gun. They create these events, and people don't think that man could create this kind of stuff, that we don't have the ability to create an earthquake or create this or create that, when they do. And that's why they build these things. That's why billions of dollars go into it, because they don't want you coming to their house and knocking them unconscious with your fist, because they know that if people find out what they're doing, if they do this in a different way, that people will go after them and run them out of town. They realize they're doing events like this and poisoning us, this silent war that they have going on, that nobody will ever be able to point a finger at them. That's how they get away with it. That's why it's disgusting and sickening. These people are cowards. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families. May peace be with you.